Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily Dvar. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Sunday, 27th day of March. Here we go. Today's halacha, well, today's actually a Dvar Torah. We're going to be talking so much about cleaning chametz out of the home that I wanted to take a moment just to discuss what it is that we're doing. I don't want it to be like a mindless endeavor where we just vacuum and vacuum and clean and scrub and hurt your back. Why can we think about, like, why does God want us getting rid of our chametz? So I'd like us to have a possible understanding in it. Ultimately, God knows best why he wants us doing this, but we do have some earthly understandings as to what might be going on. I'd like you to know one of them while you do your cleaning, so it'll make a little bit more sense to you. Here goes. Chametz, is stuff like bread, Cheerios, pretzels. All of them are bread and water that has interacted usually with stuff like yeast and other ingredients, and they rise. That's the big thing. They leaven, they rise, they become puffy. Puffiness is kind of akin to us plain ordinary people who sometimes puff ourselves up and make ourselves greater than we actually are. That's what you might call haughtiness or show-offiness. Gava, it's called. Gaiva, some people like to call it. It means when you think of yourself as bigger than you really are. See, God doesn't appreciate that. One of the great Jewish attributes to have is that of anava, of humility. Chametz is kind of like the anti-humility. What's bread? Bread is puffy. Bread is a little piece of dough that is all blown up because there's lots of air in it, and it looks bigger than it really is. Matzah is the humble food. The humble food because, look, it's just flat, it's just flour and water, never leavens, never rises, gets thrown in the oven before it gets a chance to rise, and it becomes our humble bread of affliction. On this holiday of Pesach, when we're just re-experiencing our beginnings, when we just became a people, God wants us at that time to experience humility. I took you out of Egypt, says God, when you were near nothing. You had sunk into low levels of impurity, and I decided to yank you, kind of, with an outstretched arm. I yanked you out of Mitzrayim, out of Egypt. And so it's a good time to feel humble at that time, and that might be part of why God wants us to be taking things like bread and saying, no bread, get rid of it, no pretzels, no Cheerios, no puffiness, no haughtiness. This is the time to experience humility. And perhaps God wants that to be at the time of our salvation when he took us out of Egypt, so that we come to realize that we are nothing without him, and we never would have become a people without God taking us out of Egypt. It's the holiday sort of humility, and that's why we're getting rid of all the puffy chametz. That's a thought. It's not the only reason. God alone in heaven knows why he doesn't want us eating chametz, but that could have something to do with it. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.